you know, it's November, which means it's no shave November. So I'm going to be getting a little scraggly. If you're also able and willing to grow some facial hair, I encourage you to become scraggly with me. How on earth did this camera get all janked up? Anyway, so you'll be seeing me over these next few streams getting progressively more Keanu-like. I also hear that this month has a different name, but that's just stupid. Okay, see you in a minute. Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. Welcome to Famicom Dojo Live, where this week we're going to play some more Maniac Mansion. Excuse me, I was holding that one in until I got through that. This is our third week playing. It's fourth if you count the first time we tried it and then didn't get very far. I've been noticing a pattern with games that I really want to play but don't know too well. Fazanadu being one of them. Even Legends of Zelda 2, which I haven't played in a long time. I was like, oh, I should be able to get through that just fine. And now Maniac Mansion, where the first time through on the stream with you guys, I am getting a feel for it. I finally understand how to play the game. And then after I've done that, it's like, oh, now that I know what I'm doing, I want to start over and do it again. That literally happened with Zelda 2. But this time, last week we had our guest Miles Reed Lobato from our sister podcast, Casual Trek, on the Nerd and Tie Network. We do, in addition with the Famicom Dojo video game podcast, Two Boobs Watch the Tube. So there's some TV reviewing synergy there. This has a TV show, which we're not going to review, but it exists, and that's very interesting. Go to the show notes at famicomdojo.tv, and you can see the intro for it. You can also see the other parts for this. More on the website at the end of the stream. But for now, we're going to start a little back from where we ended last week because I screwed up my save state. So we're gonna have to track through. This will allow me to show and tell you what we were doing at the end, kind of, if you missed last week, and it'll be like a quick little refresher for me as well to see where we're going. I also am going to be playing this with my Hudson B controller, which is hooked up to this RAFnet Famicom to NES adapter, which is how we can play it on our handy dandy little Retron 5 over here. Yeah. No particular reason. I just like doing it. Like why not? It's a nice controller. It's comfortable. It's got this nice ridge, so I can hold on to it. That reminds me too that I was filling out the thing on the website that I'll mention at the end of the video, and it made me think about this controller and a video I've long wanted to do about it. But it's always about scope, you know, like what's the most interesting thing that I can tell you about not just the controller, but the capability that allows it to work. And where do I stop? Maybe we'll discuss that a little bit more as we head to the retro station. See what I did there? I don't know. I don't even know what I did there. You can go to the retro station. That's
Shame!
I don't know why that transition took so long. Holy crow. All right. So where last we left off, we were going to drain the pool. That's not a euphemism. Let's see. There we go. So it's supposed to be here. Okay, so he's up here. I don't think that these are labeled correctly. All right. Where's Dave right now? Is he by the pool? Dave isn't even in the flipping mansion. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have Dave drain. Dave's gonna be by the pool, right? Okay. Dave's gonna be by the pool. He's gonna go in. Okay. Dave just has stamps. That's all that's in his inventory. Okay. Digging this music, man. Can you even hear it? Oh, yeah. I have everything pointed to the stream only, and I did that because Jody's here. Hello, Jody, and TTV. Hello, hello. Wait, you have a podcast? Jody's funny because he's called into the podcast before. He's left us a voicemail. You never played this game? Oh, he says more like Maniac Man Sean, which is almost how they say it in that intro sequence. Maniac Man Sean, Maniac Man Sean. Everything sounds good. I was gonna do it through the system here, but as it turns out, it worked when I started up XSplit. The audio was all like linked up properly. I didn't have to like reset any of it, which was very, very nice and surprising. So I don't know if the fact that I was only having it travel to the stream that helps. I did that because so I wouldn't like hear myself or the game doubled in the audio. Actually, no, I take that back. The game was doubled in the audio because Miles had to hear it. So I don't know why it's set to stream only. Yeah, it's like it doesn't remember the settings. Yeah, that's not how I had it. Let's see. We've been in here. We've opened the garage and gotten to the trunk. Yada yada yada. Okay, so we're gonna go. I don't know how much time I'm gonna have here. So the trick is this is our goal here. There's a radio on there. The radio has batteries in it. We need the batteries for the flashlight that Bernard has. Bernard is going to drain the pool. And then I don't know what to do to fill it again. So we'll see how that goes. Yup. Turn on the new kid. Made that joke last week. All right. I believe also that Miles is trying to get me to drown a kid. So let's see if we can get that to happen. I missed my chance to explode a hamster. So, oh, boop, 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 boop. I want to go in here. I need to pump you up. Well, I gotta pump him up. Oh man, Kevin Nealon and Dana Carvey, I believe. I'm getting old, guys. No one's understanding my references anymore. I was at work, and a couple of times, me and someone else about my age were like doing like a little rolling with the homies, and no one got it because we're too old. Very frustrating. I'm sure you didn't get it either. So maybe some of you did. I don't know. If you're watching me play this game, you probably understood that reference. I'm just saying. Satoshi's here. Hello. A bunch of controllers for sale. I do not need a Retron 5 controller. I have one. I never use it. It hasn't been charged since I bought this thing in like 2017, 2018. I don't even know if the battery in there will charge anymore because it's been that long. Matcha is here. Hello, Matcha. Daniel H is here. He's listening and not watching. And of course, Satoshi's here. Old SNL. Yeah, it's not even the oldest SNL, but it's pretty old. I mean, there was that whole bit in the mid '80s that wasn't so great, and then those legends revived the show basically. And now it's been going for 50 years. So, man, Lauren is getting up there. I imagine Seems like it's doing pretty good though. Still producing a lot of great stuff. If you haven't seen Schmigadoon yet, there's 2 seasons on Apple TV Plus. I highly recommend it. Can I even open this door? I can open this door, right? Yeah, I can open this door. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen it closed from that side before, at least not during this playthrough. So I just pumped up Bernard here, and he's gonna go somewhere that I haven't been before. I thought that this stuff was just to tease me to like find a way to get into the house, which you can't, it won't do what I want it to do. But now that I'm pumped up, I was able to open the grating, which I wouldn't be able to do before unless I got into the house, so clever there. But there's some developer, can't really do much with that. All right, and then there's some valves here. Okay, now does he have old rotting tea, silver key, flashlight? The flashlight I gotta put the batteries into. Oh, the old rotting turkey. There we go. Tentacle chow, week old roast. So he does not have. He does not have a whole bunch of stuff that Razor has. I don't know if I need what she has. You got what I need. You say it's just a valve. Oh. I don't. All right, what's going on here? Oh, Jody says the key is to save all your puns so that you or talk to no one so you can save all your puns for your wife. That's not too bad actually. All right, so I'm going to turn on the valve. All right. Okay. So I'm getting the batteries, and that's going to cause a nuclear meltdown. Because there's a nuclear reactor in the basement. Why? Why not? It's a Maniac's mansion, not a normal person's mansion. Although, is there such a thing as a normal person's mansion? I'm not really sure. Anyway, this is as far as we got. And then, I thought I had saved at this point. I thought that's what my save state 7 meant. I did not save at 7, apparently. Maybe I just got to 7 and didn't hit the save button. I should probably go back and watch the stream, just to be sure. But now that I've done this, I gotta find a way to fill that pool again, eventually. Quick, go check out the reactor. Ooh, yeah, Satoshi picked up Pitfall for me in Canadian dollars, so I gotta make sure I get that to you post-haste. Alright, so there's no water in the pool now. I'm gonna get these batteries. Oh yeah, so I have to go into the pool because of course it's not floating there anymore. There we, oh my goodness, what is down here? Hello. Oh, there's a drain. Oh, there's another key. A glowing key. I'm gonna get the glowing key. Well, now what? Oh, you turned the light. Oh, there's a light switch there? Yeah, of course there's no one here. Well, why did you turn the light off? Alright. Okay, and then there's exposed cooling rods. Jesus. Oh no. Here's the radio. Is this how I refill the pool? By pushing the red button? I'm gonna push the red button. But you never push the red button. The house and everyone within a 5-mile radius have been destroyed in a massive nuclear meltdown. This is kind of like Loki Season 2 where I'm supposed to push the green button, but that's a good thing. The game is over. Right, okay. Let's try that again. Do I save? I'm gonna save. Oh man, I don't know. Do I save here? I'm gonna save there. Okay, and then I'm gonna turn the valve, and then I'm gonna save it after that cutscene, so I don't have to like watch it every single time. Criminy. Well, that's all that's going on. I feel like the pool is empty again. Does he remember the last time? How could he? I have a different save state. Or has this happened before to him? I don't know. Anyway, I feel like talking about Quantum Leap with y'all, speaking of time travel and paradoxes and stuff, and Loki. Season 2 has been airing and we're 5 episodes in. I don't know how many they're going to get this season. They got 18 last year. I think an initial order of 12, and then they got 6 more. Or initial order of 10 and 8 more? That sounds more correct. Anyway, so I was very excited for season 2, and the first episode I thought was very strong, and then it went south very fast. And this last episode just this week I feel like was a vast improvement. And I was so like bullish on this show to begin with. Like I was so excited, and I was watching like very carefully to see how well it like stayed true to the spirit. Oh, I was gonna save this. Stayed true to the spirit of the original, and I feel like that it was a little wobbly at times, but they ultimately nailed it. So I thought, great, you know, with the new series, obviously they won't have that problem. They're gonna hit the ground running right away, and I felt like that's what happened. And then I don't know. So a little background. Like one of the big differences between the original show and this show is that. Oh, can I open this? Doesn't seem to open. I wonder if Bernard can open that. Let's save that there. One big difference between the original Quantum Leap and this one is that, like, Sam was kind of a cipher for the audience, right? Like he was the audience insert. Like he only knew as much as the audience knew, more or less. So when things and ideas were introduced to you, it was through Al, and you very rarely saw like the future yourself, right? So you didn't really know much beyond what Al would say to Sam. I think that they were kind of gonna go and try for a similar vibe to some extent, but they really wanted to have a whole like recurring cast for the future team, or as I like to capitalize it, capital F future, capital T team. Because I'm weird like that. And, all right. Can I open it? Pull. 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 Can't move it. All right, well, I'd rather have them walk all the way back. Let's just load it where it was. So the show gets made, right? The pilot episode ends up being like episode 4, I want to say, and they like did some reshoots and redid that as the pilot, and then reshot the pilots to slot in a good spot. Oops, in a good spot there. But they added the scene that showed that Addison, the person who's going to be the new hologram, and Ben, the Leaper, are engaged. And I was like sort of musing, like, wouldn't it be neat if the audience didn't have that information? I think that's true. If you're just joining us, oh no! Oh, is that what that's for? You can kill the kids? Oh, he's just gone. That's it? And then whatever he had is gone too. That was fast. I wonder how long I have before the nuclear meltdown takes hold. I wonder if I can get his stuff. If I can get the stuff, I might leave him dead. Make the game a little harder, but I'm gonna read the tombstone. And good riddance. Oh, let's not leave it that way though. I just did that for fun. I wonder if there's other way to kill like one of the kids and not yourself. Oh man, I don't know. Whatever. Oh, okay. That's what moved. That's the valve right there. All right. Go to Dave. Got a glowing key. And the radio. So can I open the radio? Batteries. Can I put the batteries back into the radio? Use batteries in radio. Turn on radio. Doesn't seem to work. Alright, whatever. I don't have a lot of doors left. Use glowing key in Weird Edsel. Yeah, start it with that. Bummer, dude. Alright. Alright, so yeah, anyway, I was wondering what Quantum Leap would be like if we didn't have that bit of information about Addison and Ben, and then we found out at the same time that Ben did. And I think that was probably their initial intention, but then they added that scene to the beginning of the first episode on reshoots. When they redid that one episode to be the first episode, maybe because they got some feedback. I don't know, but like it would have been neat if Addison was supposed to be the leaper and then Ben was supposed to be the hologram because he's like the project lead. Like he wasn't going to jump himself, but she was like a military commander. And was she army? Was she like an army cap? I don't know. But that was the government's plan, was to have her do it, be trained for it and stuff. Ben ends up leaping for reasons that aren't revealed until near the end of the season. So the tension then is that she becomes his hologram, and there might be like an undercurrent of resentment or whatever in there, but then like there might be more going on that they don't really discuss. That hold on, am I Dave? There we go. And then we'll give that to Bernard. Give batteries to Bernard. All right, and then Bernard, he's got the glowing, all right, he's got a glowing, I'm gonna give the glowing key to him too. Give glowing key to Bernard, and then, what does Razor have? What she got that I ain't got? She has a water faucet handle. Oh, I think I know what that's for. Glass jar, record. Yeah, I agree that these types of games are also very overwhelming. We ended up looking up a cheat because we were sort of floundering last week after a little while. Yeah, there's a bit of pixel hunting involved too, so I remember some things from last time, so I didn't have to do that again, but yeah. So anyway, I thought it'd be interesting in Quantum Leap if there was this undercurrent of something else going on, like Ben remembers, oh, I have a fiance, but like, is it Addison? Could it be Jen? Could it be Ian? Could it be someone that hadn't been seen on the show before? Up until that point. And then you find out that it's Addison, and then like little things start clicking because like during the course of the episodes, you know, she drops hints that like, you know, that Ben picks up on, that she's a little more angrier than she should be about certain scenarios. And then it comes out that like, you know, they don't tell him that they're engaged because it would like ruin harm the mission. Or in the case of the show, as it turned out, they didn't want him to jog his memory because they didn't trust him initially. And that didn't last very long, but still, the point of that, well, it would have been interesting, potentially. But instead, they front-loaded the whole show with like their relationship, and then like a lot of her consternation in the future is the fact that like, you know, my fiance leaped and I don't know why. I'll never get to see and touch him again, which is fine. But then like once that all got resolved, I was looking forward to the new season sort of exploring that a bit more, and they did something different. I won't say what they did. Suffice to say, I feel like it just created a lot of artificial drama that wasn't necessary. And so they've been kind of digging out of that hole ever since. Or I feel like they have been, right? Do I need like... Hold on a second. So now I need... Oh, I need them both downstairs, because now I need to send one of the kids into the basement, which he can't get into without help. Okay. Okay, and then now Dave's got to go in there. All right, so it's episode 5 now, and I finally feel as good about the show again as I did in the first episode of the season. They have a really good storyline with Magic, who is actually a legacy character from the original show. He's actually someone that Ben leaped in. Open fuse box. He was actually someone that Sam leaped into and saved his life. So in the original history, he didn't survive into the future. So we get an insight into Ben. The episode is about the LA riots in '93 after the Rodney King verdict. So suffice to say, pretty personal, potentially. Like, he wasn't there, mind you, but he suffered through something similar in the 60s. And there's there's some other stuff to do with the main plot in the future that I don't really want to go into. And suffice to say that Magic is the hologram in this episode. That's something that they can do. Like, you know, Sam and Al were linked in a way that only Al could see and hear Sam, and vice versa. So there's a whole problem in the project where like no one believed that Sam was actually in the past, and they kind of had to prove it. All right. So let's save this. Wait, did I save it? I saved it, right? Okay. I screwed up last time, so I don't want to screw up again, you know? But in this show, not only can there be different holograms, but people can watch the leap like on monitors and stuff. So suffice to say that they've changed the technology around a bit, you know, just to why not? It's fine. It doesn't matter. Point being that Magic got to be front and center for this episode. There was definitely a story about the leap, and there's like other stuff going on to do with like the story of the season. But you got to tell a story about Magic, which wouldn't have been as possible in the old show. Like there was some stuff in season 5 where like Al had to do stuff in the future too. Not a lot, but you know it was really weird though. Like there was a guy that leapt into the future and he had a gun somehow, and he got loose. He like left the project, and Al had to go chase him down. He like visited like a future prostitute, and it was just very strange. Can't move it. Turn off circuit breaker. All right. Later, Jody. How will he ever take over the world? I don't know. Maybe I should just blow up the mansion so he doesn't take over the world. Sacrifice all the kids. I don't know. Anyway. We got problems again. So great. But it feels like they had to do certain things to get to this point, and they didn't have to do those things, and it's got me really grumpy. Like it's antithetical, I feel, to like the point of what the show should be. But neither here nor there. They're doing what they're doing. Ugh. Dang it. I'm just gonna throw him in there, which is fine because this circuit breaker is just outside the dungeon that he's throwing me into. But I gotta handle this before the nuclear meltdown goes into full effect, so turn on flashlight. Should put the batteries in the flashlight first, so I'm not wasting all this time. Turn on flashlight. Alright. Can't fix it with my bare hands. Well, what is... Do I have tools? Do I need tools? Broken bottle, week old rose, tentacle chow, sponge. I used the tools on the telephone. Was that a mistake? Oh no. Do I have to go back? Dark humor? I don't know. If one of the kids is able to die in this game and the game is not over, why can't I just sacrifice all of them for the good of the world? Alright, hold on a second. Oh, I thought everything blew up. Good reminder that we're in possible nuclear meltdown. Oh yeah, boom, I didn't. We're all dead again. Switch to Dave, give him out the stamps. Yellow key in the radio. Switch for 9, open the radio, take the badges. Examine his car, especially the left fin. Go over the shop, pick up. Open the trunk of the car, get the tools, fix the phone. Box. Turn the flashlight into the room. Paint patch in the wall. Find some broken wires. Who has the tools? Did I not? All right. Hold on. Who has the yellow key? I do. Bernard does. I'm all of the kids. Why would I say I do? All right. I don't think I have the tools. Not that I need to go back and like play parts of the game again. I don't think I ever got them out from the save state I was at. So let's go get those tools, shall we? Fix the phone on the way through. Good thing that order doesn't really matter so much, just as long as you get all the stuff done. Anyway, Quantum Leap. So I'm realizing as I'm talking about it that like it's hard to explain why I'm so grumpy with it without spoiling things that they did in the show so far. I guess suffice to say that the romance plot is one of the least interesting things to me personally. To me personally, it's a story about like the leap, you know, the whole walking a mile in someone else's shoes aspect of it. But even like last season, there was kind of a mystery box, a bit of a something going on. There was something that the characters and the audience didn't know that was happening, that was an intrigue that occurred throughout the season. There's nothing like that this time. I don't want to say that there's nothing like that, but there's nothing that's as good. I don't think. Oh yeah, I didn't grab these canned goods and stuff. So let's do that. I definitely did not get into that trunk then. Okay. Let's do that. Turn either of these on. Can I get the bumper sticker? Can't move it. Get. Can't pick that up. How about I get trunk? How about I get the rocket engine? Alright, use yellow key in trunk. And then I'll get the tools, and then I will close the trunk. Okay, if I read the bumper sticker, what will it tell me? I heart Weird Ed. No, that's not what it said. Ed Cell. Oh yeah, it doesn't say I heart Weird Ed, it just says I heart Ed. And I thought that was Edsel. But maybe it's Weird Ed Soul. I get it. Okay. Pretty weird, Ed. Hello, Peter B. Yes, Sam leapt beyond his lifetime into Captain Jonathan Archer. It's possible if Jonathan Archer was like his descendant, right? Because he has a daughter now. Sam has a daughter. But think it could happen. He was able to leap into an ancestor of his because they shared enough genes, apparently. Man, I don't know. Anyway, news show that the whole within your own lifetime thing isn't a constraint any longer. I think that was partly to stop him from jumping into the future, but also to not go too far into the past, because the whole show is basically boomer nostalgia, right? Like it's like the 50s up through the 80s sometimes, because it was the 80s already. But like a weird conceit of the show was that it was like in the indeterminate future, right? So it's like, ooh, the future, and then like Al's got all the weird clothes, and like the first scene's like in an experimental car and stuff, and it's like all these weird like flashing lights everywhere all the time, including a girl that may or may not be Tina that he picks up in the beginning. I don't know. Anyway, go to the door. But it couldn't be too far in the future, because the whole thing was it was supposed to be in Sam's lifetime. They had to like establish the boundaries, and he can only be born so far into the past, right? So if he was born in like, was it 54, 53, somewhere around there, he could only be so old or so young. And so he could only be so far in the future and still play someone about roughly the same age. And like, you know, similarly, like Al is also only so old. He's a little bit like a generation older, maybe not quite. So it turns out that the show takes place like maybe 5 to 6 years in the future from when it first airs. It was the far-flung future of 1993 from like 1988 or so. They did make some weird predictions though, like about was it like the Broncos winning the Super Bowl? Like they picked the right Super Bowl, and there was some mention of like the point spread in the fourth quarter, I think, which ended up when the actual Super Bowl happened to be the right team and the right score. Like completely a wild guess, right? But it's the same thing like the Cubs winning the World Series. They were only a year off in real life. It was 2016 that they won the World Series instead of 2015. But still, time travel shows, man, I tell you what, makes you wonder. Anyway, try this again. It was 1999 eventually. By the end of the show, it was 1999. So 5 years had passed since the show had started. So it was about 93, 94 when the first season aired. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that tracks. Oh, oops, I meant to switch back to Dave. Yeah, having Sam be a whole 10 years older, I don't think would have flown. Wouldn't have worked quite right. So it's funny, right? Like the future, but then it's like, oh, we had to time constrain this still because of the conceit of the show. Whereas the new show takes place contemporaneously, so it's the future compared to where he's leaping to, but it's like it's 2022, 2023. Actually, that's an open. Okay, so I'll tell you a bit about what happened on the show. So season 2 starts. It's been 3 years since Ben leaped last. He didn't come home like he was expecting to. But it's been 3 years for everyone else. So are they in 2025, 2026? Is that what year it is for the future team now? Or because Ben leapt into the past? To when he was supposed to have leapt, when Addison was supposed to have leapt. Oh, darn it, when was it? He leapt into his own past during the season finale, but then got into the accelerator again. So I need to watch that episode again, but like, did Ben at that point leap? And we're all just assuming that everyone knows and everyone agrees in that history that all that stuff happened? Or did he change the history so much that it's still 2023, but now it's an alternate 2023 from the first season of the show, and none of that happens to anybody else? I think I'm overthinking this. But otherwise, it's like 2026 for the future team. I don't know. Anyway, so regardless, things happened in those 3 years. that, well, you know, excuse me. I gotta act fast now, okay? So, I'm gonna go through this. Did we lose the bar at the end of time? What, like the restaurant at the end of the universe? Or are you referring to something else, Peter? In season 1, I don't think that's right. I don't think it is. I've watched season 1 relatively recently, and I made a whole bunch of notes about it. I did start watching the first episode again, though, so we'll see what they say. But they left it vague on purpose for a while, and like Al mentions that one Super Bowl, the year it is that he's watching, and it's not 1999. It's before that. I guarantee it. So, all right. Use batteries in flashlight. Turn. Oh God, what did I do? New kid, Bernard. Oh yeah, I guess I don't have to watch him get caught. Turn on flashlight. Oh, it's all the way down here. Turn on flashlight. Use tools on wires. Okay. So then I go back to Dave. Oh, did he not get put in the weird? Turn on circuit breakers. Turn on circuit breakers? Okay. That's weird. So, like, I jumped away and he didn't get put in prison? It's very strange. Okay, so lights are back on. We're all good. Should I turn off the flashlight? I feel like I didn't need I didn't need those batteries. Jeepers. Like there were batteries in the fridge I could have used that would have lasted long enough, I think. But I still needed to go to the bottom of that pool to get that glowing key, I bet. And to not push the red button and blow us all up. Oh, that's the developing room. Which room has... Oh, where am I going? Okay, it's one of these rooms. According to the Wikia, Samuel should leave in 1999. I don't think that's right. They can say that if they want. I will go back and look and come back to you guys. Maybe we'll go to the Patreon. We'll talk about it. Machine is locked. Oh, use glowing key in machine is locked. Use glowing key in coin box. Doesn't say anything. Use glowing key in it's already turned on. Can't read that. Turn on. Do I go to all these until one of them isn't? Open coin box. All right, open coin box. I suppose one possibility is that Al was watching an old game, but he wouldn't be surprised by the score then. The game is broken. Well, fix it. Let's fix it. Well, then fix it, man. Yeah, watch the Quantum Leap reboot. There are some really good episodes that I'm happy to watch again. I was getting really concerned about season 2 because, like, aside from the first episode, I didn't care if I watched the other ones again, mostly because of my frustration with, like, the overarching plot of the season. And how, like, especially the last week's episode 4, like, every time they had a fun, good moment, like, the drama of the plot sucked all the air out of it. Just so frustrating. I got so mad after however many weeks of that, 3 weeks of that I'm like, this next episode better turn around. And it did. It's probably one of the best Quantum Leap episodes of the new show, and it's certainly up there, I think, with the original series. Because they had an episode that took place during a riot. Oh, hello. Oh, he's playing the video game. Oh! 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 Go back, go back, go, 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 go! Oh! Wait. Wait. Oh, jeez. What are my game saves here? Okay, the doctor's playing video games now. So I don't know what room he comes from, though. Okay, sorry. Well, I got excited because I was gonna go get the hamster, which I feel like I missed my chance. So I gotta save this somewhere. Let's save it on 8. All right, let's save it on 8. If I'm wrong, then well, whatever. Oh yeah. All right. Can I give him something to have him be my friend? I'm not thirsty. Give manuscript. Give. Yeah, watch all the original Quantum Leap. I highly recommend it. Although the version on Peacock is different. Frustratingly so. Like, I watched most of it on NBC.com before they moved it to Peacock, and they've cropped it for one thing. But I also noticed that they added an opening sequence to the pilot episode, which didn't have one because it was the pilot. There was no opening sequence, didn't have any footage. And they used one from like season 3 or 4 maybe. So it's like for episodes that won't air for years yet. So it's definitely not the original. I don't know, man. Use glowing key. Where is it? Use. Oh, I don't have it. Shoot. All right, hold on. Dave's just outside the room. Can I do this? Can I do this just in time? Hold on. So, Razor. If you hear my dog barking? I don't know why she's barking. She doesn't bark at night. Usually someone trusts her if she barks. Dave. Oh, is it closed already? Yeah, right away. So I have to get captured. Fine, whatever. Yeah, the first season's pretty short, which is fine. It's actually longer than I remember. I thought it was only like 6 episodes, but it's like 10, maybe. and like almost every single, or maybe it's even longer than that. Almost every single one is like a take on some famous bit of like cinema or media or something like that, which is interesting. That was a good hook, but they find their stride in season 2. I feel like they like really know what the show is about at that point. It's not just to go back to the past and have fun and meet celebrities and create time loops. Although that does keep happening too. That's a good bit that I hope they do even a little bit in the new show, which they haven't done at all yet. Oh, there's a key on her nightstand too. Okay, that's good to know. So, no, I talked to your mother. Oh, yeah, the dog, you can hear my dog barking and it's making your dogs bark. Great, I'm so sorry. So Dave's got to give, he's got the radio. What did I think that Dave had that I needed? Now I'm confused. I've just confused myself. Yeah, Bernard's got it. Oh, was I Razor? Tools. Glowing key. Yeah. Okay. It was just down there for some reason. All right, use. Ugh. Okay. Okay. So I bet the key in Mom's room is what I need. Yellow key. Silver key. Okay. What does Razor have? She has a CD player. Oh no, she doesn't. There's stuff up here. Cassette, tape, water faucet, glass jar, record. She doesn't have any keys though. I'm gonna who has a dime yet? Give dime to Razor. Give manuscript to Razor. Give stamps to Razor. Anything else I feel like she's gonna need? Gold roast, lettuce, broken bottle, cheese, silver key, flashlight, glowing key. I think she'll be good. Alright, Razor, you're up. Ugh. Do evil Libras return in any of the new episodes of Quantum Leap, and does the devil return in any episodes misleading the protagonist? Asks AKX Media. I am going to be vague in answering this. I also don't want to be misleading. There is one episode where the evil leapers are explicitly referenced. And suffice to say that Ben does meet another leaper during the course of the first season. That's all I will say. It's part of the whole mystery box MacGuffin thing they do for the first season. And I think that could have gone very badly, but I feel like they did it very well. I think the plot they were going for worked well and wrapped up nicely. I really enjoyed the finale. As for the devil, there was an episode with an exorcist that I felt was going to kind of go that way. I was a little afraid it might, because it was a similar vibe. It did not. So like, unlike the original show where they have like they had that episode where like Sam was in a dream, and like Al, like the devil was like possessing Al. It just looked like Al in the dream to throw Sam off, and then Sam was able to still fix the leap because it was really asleep the whole time. Very strange. But there's also like episodes where they go to the Bermuda Triangle, right? But it's like, oh, of course we don't believe in that superstitious nonsense. But then it turns out that well, yes, there is a warship that hasn't been seen since 1952 that communicated with us and saved the day. Or like there's a guy that's like looking for Bigfoot, but it's really just like, like war vets who aren't getting the help that they need, the psychological and medical help that they need. But then like, a truck gets run off the road and they have to like get out and they can't. And then when they go back, like the truck's back on the road, it's like, was it Bigfoot? Or there's an episode where like they're chasing aliens. There's also a new episode of the new season. Okay, so I guess there was another episode in season 2 that I would watch of the new show, where they're chasing aliens there too. So they hadn't really gotten into it hadn't really bothered me too much yet, the new plot. But that one wraps up interestingly. Oh, a bit of a time loop there too, I just realized. But in the original series episode where he's a grandpa that's like obsessed with UFOs, like by the end, it's like, did the aliens come for him? There are lots of examples of this where it's like, maybe, could be. I think the one that I hate the most is the Christmas Carol one they do with like a rich dude in the 80s. Or is it the 70s? I don't remember. And then like a light shines down from heaven more or less to like illuminate this homeless shelter where the rich guy is gonna like make a Trump Tower basically. And it's like, I didn't do that because Al was able to project light through the hollow emitters and stuff, and then it's like, oh, that's not me. Stuff like that. So nothing like that happens in the new show per se, but in that episode with the exorcism, Ben does have an interaction with a character who's not really there when he knows isn't really there, but you have to wonder if that character was there to give him the answer, or if it was just his subconscious talking to him. And they don't spend a lot of time dwelling on it. They don't really call it out in the dialogue, but it does make you wonder if that's kind of the bent they were going for. So the new show has so far not done any of those things that I mentioned from the original show, and I'm kind of glad for that. But especially in this last episode, like serendipitously, the right people were in the spot to make sure that everything like went well, or as well as it could. In the original history, it went very, very poorly. So, yeah, they're not so explicit about it. They don't even mention like, who is leaping Ben through time, because it's Ziggy, or whatever. The algorithm, Ben actually programmed something into Ziggy to make him leap to do like a slingshot maneuver. Now they don't know what's going on. And they haven't really delved into what's going on. So it remains to be seen. But the new show hasn't really gotten explicit about it. All right. Let's see if I Choose Bernard and Razor. Blank cassette tape. Moving on the kitchen. Music room. Okay. Open the first door. Open the desk and get the manuscript. Play the piano. Switch to Bernard. Cassette tape, fruit drinks, wax fruit. Switch to Razor. Go up the stairs. Give the wax fruit and the fruit drink. Radio room. Pick up the dime. Listen to his tale. Pick up the record. Look in the corner for a key hanging on the wall. Take it. Go up the ladder to Green's room. Did I not get this key? I feel like I must have. Let's go there. I'm just going through the walkthrough to see if I missed anything. There we go. Oh, there's Ed and Edna. I never caught that before. All right. Okay. Doing some pixel hunting for a key. Doesn't seem like it's the same version of the game, to be honest. So, this picture of his mom. All right. Save the game. Make sure there's in the trap dungeon. Switch to Dave, have him go take the package from the mailbox. Open the package and switch to Razor, go to Bernard, go to Bernard, the following thing is yellow key, and go to music. Oh, interesting. Go third floor on the right, use the radio, automatic machine, go to the bathroom, get the sponge and exit. To the paint splotch, paint remover, open the bushes, the grate. Ladder, yada yada. So we did all this. Get the stamp cell key in the radio. Switch to Bernard, open the radio, take the batteries, and the flashlight. Go over, shelf, pick up the water faucet handle, open the trunk of the car with the yellow key, get the tools, fix the phone. Ring the front doorbell to distract Ed, thus allowing you to send Bernard up to Ed's room, pick up the hamster and the key card underneath. Open the piggy bank and get the dime. And get Dave or Razor to open the fuse box in the basement. Paint blotch, quickly fix the wires. Fix the water faucet with the handle. Okay, now I'm reading things I haven't done yet. What do I have in my inventory? Is this game like the original? Like this is adapted from, like there's already one thing I feel like wasn't in here. Robert Bork got borked. Many federal appointees got borked. Yes. Let's do this first. I figured this is where the water faucet had to go, but... Alright. Oh, he's not even in there anymore. Alright. Is it upstairs? Dang it. Anyway, I hope not to keep harping on the new show, the new Quantum Leap. I do like it, for the most part. After a season of it, I know what it can be like, and it's not reaching that consistency that I was hoping for. I don't know. Alright, use the water faucet handle on the water faucet. Turn on water faucet. Turn off water faucet. Call Edna, 1547. Oh, my phone died. Sweet. Now I don't know what you're saying. Okay. 1547. So already this is different. Phone's fixed. Gonna have her hang out here. And then Bernard. I'll send Bernard out. Alright, new kid. Time to shine, Dave. Yeah, it's like I was saying, I don't want to give the new show too much a hard time. It's just I wish it was more consistent. With as good as I know it can be. Dave. Push. Brick. New kid. Bernard. Right through. Man, that is not enough time. Furnace. The reactor. Stairs. Okay. So I'm going to go use the phone. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. I have to go the other end of the hall. Loki, on the other hand, has been excellent. 5 episodes in out of 6. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Like, it and WandaVision were like the sneak hits of 2022. And like there's been other TV, Marvel TV since then, but I really don't feel like they've reached that level. And then like Loki season 2 comes out and like just blows me out of the water. So it's so good. So good. Do I have Sponge, Broken Record? I don't have. Okay. So it's one episode to go. 1547. Who could it be now? Hello? Cousin Ted? Boy, do I save this or not? All right, let's see if I'm able to sneak into the room without her noticing me. Ah! All right. Okay. Half a good mind to talk to my husband. Only half a good mind? Hmm. Ah! What are you even for? All right. Last thing I'll do before we go here is I'm gonna do the other thing I read that I should have done earlier. Apparently, I could have done earlier, but didn't know to do. Woo! So close. How about this? Use. All right. Maybe I can start the Edsel with it? One thing at a time. Where are the stairs? Where are they? Right there. Music room's upstairs? Okay. I'm sorry if you're talking to me in the chat, I can't really see you anymore. I could check out... Hold on, maybe there's a way I can do this. Just a second. You might hear the audio doubled for a moment until I get this handled. There we go. Love Loki, says Matcha. Alright, so use cassette tape and recorder. I can't record on this tape. No. Is it too late? Oh, maybe I can't do it. Alright, well, let's do this other thing then. If I can't do it... What? What? What did she say? Use cassette tape and cassette recorder. Can't record on this tape. So what I was supposed to do was apparently I was supposed to record the sound of the broken record. I think it was the broken record, and then I could shatter a chandelier in another room that has a tape player. I mean, I don't know. Are there like 2 blank cassettes? Yeah. Guess I don't need that key. Maybe it doesn't even exist in this version of the game. Can I ring the doorbell still? Because he's got his package now, so I don't know. Where's Bernard? Oh, maybe I need to... There's a ladder? I don't remember there being a ladder. Try that again. Oh, there's the ladder. All right, so I got to be more careful when going by this time. Probably should have waited to get Razor up the stairs and then called. I could always just go back to the save state too. That would probably make more sense, honestly. Is that cousin? Ugh. I have a little ways to go yet, don't I? Okay, open this door. Oh! Alright. Excuse me. Last chance, and then we'll talk a little dojo shop. Oh, it is treating it like the game knows that I've done this before. That's weird. Excuse me. It's a save state. It shouldn't know that I've done this before. It's very strange. Unless that's not how the save states work exactly. What? Really? That's weird. Does she have? Did I just hose myself? She doesn't have the key, right? Yeah, she doesn't have the key. Oh, that's frustrating. She just hung up. Okay. Okay, so she doesn't see me. Going up the ladder. I don't have a flashlight. Oh, turn on light. Oh, I don't have a wall safe number. Oh no. Oh, this is ridiculous. All right, we'll stop here. Criminy. I don't know if I like this. All right, we're taking a break from this game, guys. It's November. The month of November is the month of Thanksgiving, and I want to give thanks to all of you. I specifically want to give thanks to our Patreon supporters. So we're going to do a whole mess of things. First of all, after this week, we're going to be doing producers picks. I did 2 of them already. I thought I only did 1 for some reason, but I've done 2 of them. If you are a producer or higher on our Patreon at patreon.com/Famicom Dojo, go there and I'll have a poll put up for you to vote on for which games you want to see next week. Not sure how this is going to go exactly. I might have 4 games and then we can just decide which ones we want to do, or maybe I'll get a winner and then I'll like cycle through some other games, and then like for the next week we'll do another poll and then we'll play that game. I might also give you guys the option to keep going on whatever game we're playing, depending. But let's try 4 games, 3 games, 4 games, and then we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure if we're going to stream the week of Thanksgiving, so we only get 2 slots for this. But it's the month of Thanksgiving. I'm going to try, guys. I'm going to try. I'll either be free that Friday night or I might be free Wednesday night. But Wednesday night people might be traveling to see their families. I might be free Friday night though. We'll see how it goes. On Black Friday, we'll be doing a Black Friday stream potentially. So that's the first thing. Also, speaking of Patreon, if you are, back up for a second. If you become a producer, if you pledge at the producer level or above at any time while that poll is open and we're still voting, you can vote on it. So don't be shy. Patreon.com/Famicom Dojo. That's the first thing. And then while we're talking about Patreon still, we've done something to the website, famicomdojo.tv, that I think you guys are going to like. So we originally launched the Patreon. We promised that people would get their name on the website as a new pledge. Potentially, no, was the new pledge? That was one of the promise. Well, you have your name on the website as a Patreon supporter. That didn't happen. I started, I wanted to keep it up to date. I wanted you to be able to go to like any particular video and be like, hey, I'm a Patreon supporter. Like, because just putting your name like on a page that people have to go to and not like really see it didn't feel very good to me. Like I could have hard coded that at any point I wanted to. But it didn't feel like the right thing to do, just to have a page with your name on it, and like there's no reason to go there. So what we've done, and this just released a week or 2 ago, is any video. So you go to like the shows page, the series pages, and you go to a show like this one, and you click on one of the videos on the left. Any video that you pick or podcast will bring up a list of supporters for that podcast. Right now on the website, we only have producers and Dojo Disciples, which are the 2 highest tiers. But we're going to expand that to everyone. So if you pledged any amount of money, as little as $1 a day is our lowest tier, up to Dojo Disciple, we're going to have your name on there. The data is already there. I just got to flip a switch, basically. It's a little more complicated than that, but more or less flip a switch and get everyone's names on those pages. In addition to that, we've made, as a thank you to everyone, because every little bit of support counts. We keep telling you that I want to put my money where my mouth is, your money where my mouth is, and say thank you to you. So even if you donate $1, your name will end up in our new videos. So that's the scripted ones we put up, like the text ones. If I had to read everyone's names every week, I'd probably get tired of hearing myself talk for a change. So we do read off your names during the streams, though, the producers and above. That's something that we still do, and we're going to do today. But we're going to recognize you guys for every video because it costs us nothing, really. And if we really mean it, that you're that important to us, we should just be able to do that whenever we want, right? Seems logical to me. So look for that change coming to the Patreon tiers coming very soon. I mean, we're going to do it regardless of whether or not the Patreon itself reflects that. But you can also go to the website, famicomdojo.tv, go to any of our shows, click on those different videos. And going back to May 27th of 2019, if a video was released in that time frame or after, you will see the list of the people who pledged support. Now what? The meteor wants a hamster and an electric cattle prod. Interesting. My hamster? Nobody touches my hamster. Oh, you can't see this right now. Hold on. Better watch that. You're going to tick off the meteor.
Shame.
Why does it take 3 seconds for that to work anyway? It already thinks you stole my purple card key. Well, you did steal the purple card key. Yeah. I can't get to the meteor without it. Interesting. Little tidbit of knowledge was good. Anyway, so yeah, so awesome things coming to the website. We're working on another feature. We're going to be opening up a Denchi mail section. So all the questions that have been asked on our videos have been loaded up into the database right now, and those questions are linked to the videos where we answered them. We have new text-based answers based on the videos and including some more information. And then we also have the people who asked those questions. So you can go there and like look at their names and see what they actually wrote when they asked the question. And then our summary of what the question means and then our answer and stuff. So for every video released since 2009, we have that loaded up right now. It's not live yet on the site, but it should be soon. Because the thing I want to do, kind of like the supporters section for the show pages, I want you to be able to see that, hey, this video answered, these questions. Some videos answer multiple questions, but like if it was available to answer a question, you should be able to see that and then go to that Denchi mail page and then read all that information. I also wanted to be able to like from like the shows page or the videos page or even the podcast. Once we get that far, there'll be like a little Q icon that says, "Hey, this is part of our Denchi mail section." So we'll be doing podcasts eventually. There's a lot more of those, and we answer a lot of questions during podcasts. So that's going to be a bit more effort to get through. But I also like going forward, if you send us a question on Discord or through email, or you call us 608-492-1923 and ask a question that way. If you ask us questions on YouTube, like in a comment below here, and we feel like, hey, that's a really interesting question, we should answer that. We're going to start putting those. The doctor is back.
Shame.
It already went away. He was playing the video game again. So I guess every once in a while, if you wait, he'll be there, and that's when you can probably sneak into the lab. So we're gonna do that for you. What was I saying? The video games distracted me too. We're going to be bringing the Denshi Mail section in, and then we're going to have new stuff going forward, and we're going to slowly backfill previously answered questions. We might not be exhaustive about it. Like, I did all the videos because like we felt strongly enough about the questions that we made a video about it. We might not fill out literally every question ever asked of us in the last 16 years. That's a long time. Just like the notable ones. But like going forward, if there are notable questions, then we're going to answer them that way. Especially stuff that comes out on the new videos. Like you guys ask really interesting, pertinent questions, and we have no way of getting back to you except for to answer on like the comment chain on YouTube and stuff. But like there are things we want to surface to other people so that they know what's happened. So we're going to have a centralized location for this stuff, so you can like go to the video that they're talking about, or like see who answered the question. Like eventually it might be cool if we like, sort of outsourced this, and anyone could answer these questions. Like people could ask, other people could answer, and you can like vote on it like it's Stack Overflow or something. I don't know how I feel about that yet. It does require certain things like having a website account, which we have not opened up to everybody yet. There are a very limited number of people who have website accounts who helped us in the beta version of our version 2, who could still log in today if they wanted to, but there's nothing for them to do with that login information. Eventually, we want to link those Denshi Mail questions, for example, to those logins, and be like, hey, I asked a question of Famicom Dojo. Here are their lists of responses or whatever. Or like I asked a question, hasn't been answered yet. I can keep track of it. And then so like new questions that come up that haven't been answered, we're going to also add to the website. So that's the idea, is to make it more interactive, more community based. And that's the latest feature out of like 2. What was the first thing we did? We took Twitter off and put Threads. If you look at the top here. Threads is right there. Yeah, we put the Threads logo there instead of Twitter. Blue Sky links on the website too. So the website, that was the first update we made. Then the supporters section, which we're going to widen a bit, and then Denshi Mail next. We have another feature that we're working on that I don't want to say too much about, that I want to do next year. I'm still considering if it's a good idea or if it's as valuable as I thought it was when I first thought it up, especially after working on these last couple of features. But the other thing I really want to try and launch is like a digest or a newsletter, sort of, because it's hard, man. Like YouTube doesn't notify people of our new stuff. It doesn't do a good job of doing that. We also have stuff across multiple channels. Right. So wouldn't it be good if like you subscribed to a newsletter or had an account on the website, and then you could see it's like, oh, Famicom Dojo Live has a live stream, and you can be like, I want to get notifications about live streams or whatever, and then you can get those. You can get the ones that Vinnk does when he gets those set up. When we do a Two Boobs Watch the Tube live stream, you can see those. You can not just the Sean Play stuff here, but you could like if there's a new Famicom Dojo video game podcast recording, we can alert you guys ahead of time if we have it on the website. Right now, I'm letting you guys know through the Discord. Not everyone's on Discord. So if we have that stuff through the website, that might be better. So you don't have to have an account. We're just going to like, you sign up your email for the digest, and then we'll just email it off to you based on your settings. So we can also do like weekly digests or monthly digests. I think that's the next feature I want to work on, is to get that going. And that's also something we can reflect on the front page of the site, which just says like, hey, you're welcome to version 2, hit the enter button. I want to surface that stuff. So you'll see new videos, you'll see new streams coming up, you'll see new Denshi Mail questions answered, or like we can specifically highlight ones that videos, podcasts, questions that we want to show you. We also guest on podcasts sometimes, and that'd be a cool thing to like put that on the front page and be like, hey, we were on the Zez Retro podcast, or the other one that we were or just highlight ones that we've done. right? Like that's the idea, is to like get that stuff going. So if you only want to, know about like everything we've done in the course of a month, then we can do it that way. If you want to know every week so that you don't miss your streams, if you want to know granularity, like we have a new premiere coming up, we're going to tell you 3 days ahead of time and 1 day ahead of time, and like right when it premieres, like we can do that for you. That's where I want it to go eventually. So like I think maybe to start we'll do the weekly digest and maybe the monthly, because like how hard is that to do? So that's the next feature once I get Denchi Mail launched, which shouldn't be too long because I just need to get the part where the show is able to list the questions, it won't take that much longer. It should probably be done next week. And then we'll start adding more questions as we go along. But yeah, that's all the stuff we're doing to show you that we appreciate you, the fans, even if you don't sign up for our Patreon. That this is what the Patreon is paying for. It's like you all deserve some value for what you give us, especially the people who are producers and above. Like you're our bosses, basically. You haven't asked for this specifically, but we've been thinking about it for years, and now we have the time and money basically to do it. Like we've spent the money on some of the money on a secure an SSL certificate for the website, so that we can build a better website, make it secure, make it so you can't have an account eventually, and then like comport to all of Chrome's new rules around secure websites and stuff. So that's what we're doing. We are also working on new videos. I'm a bit of a standstill right now for the SP edition, which I talked about in previous streams. But if you're on Patreon right now and you're a subscriber, you can look at some of those videos. Extra Credit Level and Above, I believe, has access to some of the in-progress drafts. But I think I've talked about it in other forms too. So there might be even a free version. I'll mention it in the appreciation post that'll be public to everyone coming up pretty soon. So be on the lookout for that. But I'm at a bit of a standstill because I need to record some new footage for the first one. I don't think we're gonna have any new footage for the second one, but it's gonna be new stuff for the third one that we're gonna have to do. And in the meantime, I wanted some interim stuff that goes between those special edition videos. So I'll probably be working on that, and then we're gonna have like a whole mess in the release. I was really hoping to have that started this fall. It's November already. This stuff just takes time. I'm sorry, but I'm working on the website right now, so I can't do the website and the videos at the same time. But once I get this stuff rolling, like we're gonna add so much value to the website, you guys. You're gonna love it. So be sure to subscribe to this channel if you're not subscribed already. Famicom Dojo Live. Subscribe to the Famicom Dojo channel. Join us on Discord. I was gonna add the link. I'll add the link this way. Join us on Discord. We'd love to see you there. What else? Invite people. Here we go. Copy the link. I'm gonna drop it right here. Oh, you're all talking to me. I didn't even see those things. Thanksgiving was almost a month ago. Yeah, in Canada. Yes, continue watching Clown Leap tonight. I agree. Synopsis Pictures, hello. Use a large telescope above the plant room. Yeah, I read what I was supposed to do with that. Sorry, I ran out of time. We'll do that next time that we play this game. Subscribe to Famicom Dojo. Subscribe to Vinnk's channel at Famicom Vinnk to see his live streams, to see Two Boobs Watch the Tube streams. And then, yeah, we're gonna get this digest set up. So anyone can sign up for the newsletter. Anyone can do it. We'll make it worth your while, and I'm gonna automate it so I don't have to worry about it too much. Eventually I'll like put in features so that I can like highlight certain things and it'll expire after a while. Then maybe I'll have like a whole bank of things set up to be like, here's a highlight for this month or this week or whatever I feel like doing. We'll see. I don't know, but I can do it ahead of time and like schedule it for a year if I wanted to. I probably won't, but you know, I could. All right, so that's enough chit chat for me. I need to read our Dojo Disciples for the month of November 2023 are Andrew Greeley, Bombs, Daniel Hathcock, Earl Grey III, and Talbot. Our producers are Matcha, Buttlord, Jodes Forever, Keith Robinson, Peter Burrell, and Rachel Moser. If you heard your name, or any name you heard, those people are the ones who can vote in our upcoming Producers Picks polls this month to choose what we're going to stream next week and for the rest of the month, and maybe 1 week into December. Maybe we'll keep going through the end of the year because that's how backed up we are in those Producers Picks. Another feature I'm going to add to the website, like once we have a good, healthy like amount of Producers Picks set up, I want to be able to like highlight which ones of those are picked by you guys, because people deserve to know. It only seems fair. Yeah. So like we say, even $1 is better than an ad. Please sign up today. If you sign up at the extra credit level, you can see what we're working on right now. You can see the in progress drafts that we did for videos that we've released already. But like if you liked them, you might want to see some behind the scenes stuff that we did. We have some extra bloopers that are at least time exclusive to the Patreon, but might get released at some later point. That's all at the extra credit level for just $2 a month if $1 isn't enough for you. But even that $1, we're going to give you the appreciation that you deserve. Oh, I also owe some shout outs for new Patreon members, which I had not been doing. So I'm making up for that right now. If I can, if I can figure it out. Relationship manager. That's not really helping me. They changed the website, so I don't know where any of this stuff is anymore. Insights, not helpful. Posts, not helpful. Audience, maybe audience. Benefits, there it is. Okay. New patron shout out. Because we don't do the podcast as often as we should. I'm still working on like 2 episodes ago of a podcast that we released. Get the audio version out. So we're working on it. Talbot's new. Talbot's brand new. I think I have mentioned that before, but welcome Talbot as a Dojo disciple. And then Matcha is also a new producer. So thank you both very much for joining. Bring your friends. If you're listening right now and you're not a member, you should join. I will drop that link in the notes right now. HTTPS. It's also like in the description of almost any video that you watch, we have a link to the Patreon there too. Okay. And now if you go to the website and you see that the supporters section, there's a link to the Patreon. So. And all right, I think that's all the time we have for this week. Until next time, the dojo is not going to blow up your house with nuclear explosion. We're pretty good at that most of the time, actually. So.
Famicom Dojo.